I know that person in real person personally.
Hello and welcome to whatever this is. My name is Finn. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you are having a wonderful Sunday, or whenever you're watching this. And this is my fourth time to record this intro. I swear, I am too geriatric for this, but that's alright. We're figuring it out. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. So we are here today. We are gathered here today. Not because Tophia did a live stream, at least not that I could tell. So I think she went on like a little field trip with her shelter or something. It looks like she took a bus somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, she didn't live stream. And honestly, good. She's so obnoxious. I mean, listen, she's always been. What do I expect, right? But I thought that we'd try something a little new. So I was snooping around Tophia Archives channel, and they've got a bunch of retro live streams, like the really iconic ones. So I thought maybe we'd start like a little series, a little, retro series situation. I'm really not sure what to call it. I guess I should figure that out before I upload, but I figured it'd be fun, entertaining, and we'll see how it goes. But this particular live stream is from the beginning of Roachchu era. It's about when Squid enters the battle arena, if you remember that, or if you were here for that. So much tea, y'all. This was a great time in the Tophia-verse. So I'm looking forward to going back and looking at this insanity, this chaos with y'all. And before we get started, if you would please consider leaving me a comment. It can be something silly, an emoji. Tell me what you did this weekend, or maybe what you're dreading this week. And also, if you would consider liking and subscribing, that'd be wonderful. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening to my spiel. Now, without further yapping, let's see what Tophia has to say today, shall we?
I probably shouldn't be posting this, but there is a TikToker on here whose name I'm not going to say just in case.
Don't worry, Tophia will let us know. I like how Squid was like, I'm not going to say the name just in case, and Tophia's like, I was not shitting on the sidewalk.
Who is known for going live, and she's been living out of a motel that I just so happened to work at. And we had to kick them out today and DNR them because they couldn't pay their bill, and I quote, because TikTok didn't pay me. They were.
I'm pretty sure that's why Tophia wasn't going to be able to pay her phone bill. Remember, because she couldn't cash out on TikTok because she didn't make the minimum $100 or whatever it is.
Disgusting. And I can confirm her room was disgusting. I can also confirm that when they were kicked out this morning, they parked outside of the parking lot and their mom or grandma took a shit on the sidewalk.
Tophia's about to come on here and be like, my mom did not take a shit on the sidewalk. Girl, maybe you should give your mom the popcorn bucket that you spent $50 on, Be an upgrade.
They're as disgusting as you think they are. That's the reason for the green screen. Maid? Bitch, I'm a housekeeper. I cannot describe to you the smell that was emanating from that room. I could even smell it on her brother.
So I think Tophia used to come on and say that she lived somewhere with like a maid who came and cleaned her room and like changed their sheets and stuff like that. And she was talking about the motel's housekeeper, but just, in Tophia's world, she had a private maid.
When we would pass each other when I was on my way into work and he was going to the Circle K up the street. It's not apartment style living, it's an extended stay hotel, and it is a dump. For my own safety, I'm not going to be dropping the name of the hotel that
Don't worry, Tophia will do it for you.
I work at on the internet to a bunch of strangers, but I promise you I'm telling the truth. Why would I fucking lie about this? I only ever went in their room once, and that was like the week after they got a clean notice, which means that their room was so disgusting that we almost had to kick them out, and they had to clean it up to not get kicked out. It was
That's wild. Imagine going to like a janky hotel, is disgusting, and you get a notice that your room is even grosser than that, and to clean it up. Like, Tophia, you're so nasty.
It was still disgusting, and it smelled like ass. I'm pretty sure we had to throw away every single set of sheets that we gave them.
Girl, I hope you burned them.
They refused to ever let us actually come in and clean, which is part of the reason they got kicked out. And I will do everything in my power to get you pictures and videos of that room, because no one that I work with gives a shit. I mean,
This is about to be like some glorious tea. I think that probably most of you were here for this, or maybe found Tophia because of this. But man, this was a time in the Tophia-verse.
I mean, there's really not anything to tell except for the fact that they were just disgusting people and you could smell their room a mile away.
It's so gross.
They only ever wanted sheets. They would barely ever let us into the room. Not that we wanted to go in because it was disgusting. This is not a nice hotel. It's not apartment style. Like, it's literally a shithole. It's where the fucking New Mexico government used to send people when they got out of prison. Like, this is the same hotel that had the guy jacking it in the fucking courtyard. And
Oh, she threw in a fun fact.
the same one where a week prior to that, they arrested a freaking pedo. He was not
Jesus.
living it up. I don't have a lot of stories. In fact, I don't have like really any stories because I never interacted with her because they stayed in the room like the gross mole people that they were. But I can tell you that the reason they had roaches is because their kitchen was absolutely fucking disgusting and it had food on it that was probably older than my nieces and nephews.
That's so gross. Man, I kind of think I'm one of those people who thinks bugs are cool. Spiders, arachnids, awesome, great. Roaches? Get the fuck away from me. I cannot.
Always. Okay, the roaches were their fault. Also, the people working the front desk are wonderful, nice people that are good at their jobs. The only time that the staff at the hotel, myself included, are going to be less than nice to a guest is when they are less than nice to us. Okay, we match it.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. If they were the place where the like New Mexico state government sent prisoners after they were released, they can't really be pushovers and just like sweethearts all the time. You know what I mean? If somebody's dishing it, then by all means.
Energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm about to head into work, so we'll find out if I have a job. Pretty sure I still do. But I just want to tell you.
I want to say that she got let go later, but to be honest, with this one, I don't really get why, unless it was something unrelated, because she waited until Tophia moved out, so I would argue that's not being unprofessional. She waited. It's not like doxing Tophia. I don't know. I don't really see anything wrong with it myself, but that's just me.
Oh, you guys, it would be one thing, and you, Tophia. You should hear this too. You were no longer a guest. She was no longer a guest at the hotel. All of those privileges go out the window once you are no longer a guest at the hotel. Now you're
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, you know, like I said.
just a fucking crazy person, okay, baby girl? I'm not scared of you. I've seen how fast you can move, okay?
So shady. I love it.
Everything I said was true. You even admitted it on your fucking Instagram story, bitch. I don't know why you're still lying. You literally, all I said was you got kicked out because your room was gross and you didn't pay rent, which is exactly what fucking happened, okay? Also, you can get in so much trouble, baby girl Lisa, for filing a false police report. So have fun with that one.
Photos of the motel room.
Yeah, buckle up. If you're eating right now, just don't. This is about to be nasty. Why are there diapers? Gross. Nova, come get your girl. Ew. Oh, that's so gross. See, this shit is why I know that if Tophia somehow got her house with her pool and her grill and whatever the fuck else, she would destroy it in a month. It would be disgusting. And she will have, like, destroyed another property and probably expect people to get her a new one. This is so gross.
So I want to address this because it needs to be addressed. Yes, the lady that posted the video
Tophia is about to get big mad about this.
was a housekeeper. She's not telling you 100% of the full story. She doesn't know 100%. So I'm going to explain to you, and I would advise you, if you're the housekeeper, that you take that video down, because it's not going to look good for you. I've already got the video. I'm going to send it to your corporate, and I'm also filing a report with the police, because
I'm sure the police are sick of your shit. I would be.
That put my family in danger. And I know the police really don't do much, but at this point, I don't got no choice. That put my family in danger. And
I don't understand how it put your family in danger, girl, because you're the one who made your family stay on the street rather than living with your uncle, right? So I would argue that's you. All Squid did was say your room's gross and they moved out. She didn't say where you were going. I mean...
You're a maid, you're not a worker, and you have no right...
You're a maid, you're not a worker. Tophia, again, you're not a worker, Tophia. Again, girl, that's you.
Sharing people's business, but I'm going to come on here and explain what happened because I feel like it's very important for me to explain what's going on. So, for reasons why I'm not going to be giving a lot of information.
Don't worry, she'll give a lot of information.
Details. My business is my business. It's nobody else's business.
So then don't put it on the internet. You dumb ass.
Oh, as you know, like I said, my brother's the one that takes up the rent. There was some issues on his part.
Okay, this part really pisses me off because she pretty much blames her brother for this situation. And their family could have stayed with her uncle, but Tophia said no. And Marie, of course, just defaulted to whatever Big Toe wanted to do, but Tophia is the reason they're on the street.
Which is why, if I had got paid from TikTok, I could have took up the rent until he fixed his issues.
It is never your fault, is it?
With paying the rent. I'm not going to say anything to give away anything because it's my business. But she's a maid. Her friend, who is also a maid, was acting like she owned the place.
Tophia, a lot of big words coming from someone who has worked maybe 3 weeks in their life. What do you know about it?
She's rude. She hates her job. She doesn't like it. And if you don't because you're supposed to be hospitable. You know hospitality, right?
I mean, I think people who work in hospitality probably pretty much all hate their jobs. And that's okay. That's okay. As long as you can be nice. You know, it's like, I really kind of hate going to work, but I don't hate the kids that I work with. You know what I mean? I love the kids. It's like people in hospitality, I think they go to work because, first of all, they love paying their bills. Tophia, you wouldn't know anything about that. But secondly, I'm sure they meet a lot of cool people, even if they hate the company. Like, it's fine.
You probably went for that. Like, you literally went for that. So I don't know why you're acting like you hate your job so much. If you hate your job, don't work.
It's fine to hate your job. What matters is that you keep at it, you know, until you can find something better.
Okay, so my brother said someone was going to come by, right? And to wait on them. And then he said that kind of, you know, because he was at work. It was 3. There was nothing he could do until 3. So then I was like, okay, fine.
So y'all were bugging the only one of you to hold down a job because y'all's dumbasses couldn't pay the rent. I think she was like 30 at the time, 29, 30. Really?
They said we have till 3 to pay, whatever. And then they come back, right? It's like 5 something, I think. I can't remember.
So they gave you 2 extra hours.
They came back 3 times. No, actually, wait.
Get your story straight, girl.
Yeah, they came back 3 times, I believe. Anyways, the one lady that is really nice and worked with us last time, right, because of the issues going on, I'm not going to...
Poor Marie dying in the background. Tophia don't care.
The mental issues. It was not because I didn't get paid from TikTok. That is not what it was.
What? I thought you just said it was because you didn't get paid from TikTok.
I'm just going to state that. The payment issues were because... Okay, so the payment issues, like I said, my brother's the one that pays the rent, and I'm not going to say why.
Way to throw your brother under the bus. The only one of y'all that's working. Tophia, you're a piece of shit.
It's none of anyone's business, but the main reason why the rent didn't get paid is because I could have had the money from TikTok to cover whatever my brother couldn't pay until he was able to pay. That was the main issue.
So even now, TikTok not paying you, according to you, got you kicked out of your motel, got you, took away the roof over your head, and you're still relying solely on TikTok for income, to the point that just a couple days ago, you were not going to be able to pay your phone bill because, and I quote, TikTok didn't pay me. Do you see a pattern?
So then, they come to the door, they said we had till 3. Okay, fine. 3 rolls around, and I'm like, we just got to get our stuff packed. We just got to get going because we don't have it. I said we couldn't, because it was right before 3. I don't know, it wasn't like the last minute before 3. I had said we couldn't figure something out because, I said, whatever. Sorry. I'm just trying to talk the best that I can. I'm just distraught and upset. And
yeah, I mean, I would be too. I wouldn't be in this situation, but, if I was, yeah, I'd be upset too.
Very worried because that puts my family in danger.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Like I said before, her uncle said that they could stay with him. And she said no because her uncle probably would have made her get her ass off social media and get a job.
So then he was like, oh, crap. Okay, well, he had just gone off and he said, I'm coming. Whatever. Then the lady comes and says, okay, you have till 5:30. They came back. They were like, you have till 5:30. And I was like, okay, whatever. I get a loud knock on my door. It's the lady that works with us. And she's like, they said that you had to pack. And I said, they told us till 5:30. We're waiting because my brother just got off work. He's going to come. And then he's going to get the money and pay you guys. And she was like, I'll give you till 6. That's what she whispered. This lady is really nice. Mind you, she was the nicest lady in this whole situation.
And yet, you still couldn't come up with the rent.
And that may seem nice, right? But you shouldn't be posting people's business on the internet. I'm sorry, but you shouldn't.
It's not really posting your business. You're the one going into detail here, girly. All she said was you got kicked out. And your place was disgusting. I mean, neither of those pieces of information were shocking to us at all. What made it entertaining is you coming on here and laying it all out in 4K.
So anyways, my brother had an issue with a check. And then he went to go get the money. He came back, he got a ride, and he went to go get the money. So then we're sitting here, we're waiting, and this lady comes banging on the door, the rude lady, and she's like, you're going to have to pack. You're going to have to get out. And I said, well, the other lady gave us till 6. And she was like, oh, let me go talk to so-and-so. I'm not going to name people because they don't need to be named in this situation. And so she left. Mind you, she's a maid. So why is she handling people when she's a maid?
She's probably like a customer service representative there. I'm sure they have all sorts of duties. Like if you're a housekeeper at a hotel, you also deal with customers sometimes, especially if it's a small motel or like a, kind of rundown situation. Not many employees. I'm sure they wear multiple hats.
Handle people's rooms, which is really weird. And she hates her job.
Which is fine. It's fine to hate your job. What's important is that you keep at it.
Literally just a maid. And I don't get why you as a maid are telling people to pay. That's why your rooms don't get clean because you're short-staffed. Mind you.
You never wanted to let her in to clean your room. So like, what? How would you know that other rooms are not getting cleaned?
That place is short-staffed and they only have practically 2 maids cleaning the whole entire building. And did you know that building you have, okay.
Right, but like if people are a long-term stay like y'all, I think they only clean once a week-ish, I think. So that seems like a reasonable workload to me.
So your maid comes on a certain day. For us, it was Thursday. For some people, it's Wednesday. For some people, it's Monday.
See, it's once a week. That seems like a normal employee number.
For cleaning day for them. So if it's not time for the maid to come, then the maid doesn't come clean your room because it's not Thursday.
Wow, thank you so much.
That's why they have it like that, because they're so short staffed on maids. There's only 2 of them. And instead of doing her job, being a maid, cleaning people's rooms, making sure those rooms are clean, she's too busy running around acting like she's a boss. And
Tophia, you're just mad because she held your ass accountable.
leaving the other maid to do everything for herself, which is crazy to me that you want to leave a maid to do all of the rooms. That's why you guys are so overwhelmed, because you don't. Mind you, they got other people who are not maids doing the work for them.
How would your ass know? You stayed in your room. Tophia, come on.
Clean the rooms and get the trash out of rooms because they cannot have the rooms cleaned in time. Mind you, there's been people that have come to check in and had to wait for hours. We were one of those people when we first got here. We had to wait. It was really hot. We were like sick. When we first got there, we had to wait for practically 2 hours over our check-in time because they were not prepared with the rooms.
Wow, crazy. It was probably because the people before y'all asked for extensions on their rent, just like you ended up doing. So, like, it's great when it happens to you, but if they have grace with other people, oh, fuck them. Yeah, it sounds about right.
They did not have those rooms ready for us when we came, and that's a problem. They never have rooms ready for people when they come. Because why? They're too busy doing jobs that are not their jobs and having other people do their jobs that are not their jobs.
This is just a narcissistic meltdown rage. She's just mad she didn't get her way. And her ass is exposed. I mean, oh, Tophia, if you don't want people to talk about how nasty you are, maybe you shouldn't be nasty.
Jobs. And I know because I witnessed it when I was in the office of someone asking somebody to do something that was not their job, to go clean a room when it was not their job. So then we're getting our stuff packed up and we're taking the important stuff we can with us. She was like, I'm going to have to lock you out at 5:30. She did the door thing. She put the thing out so the door wouldn't close. And she's like, I'm going to leave it like this. And you guys close it when you're done. So we're moving our stuff as fast as we can, getting the important stuff. And then, you know, we were trying to figure out some stuff, right? So anyways, we get our stuff. We get the important stuff out. And we had to leave some stuff. And then I said, I hope they don't throw our stuff away. Because I knew that lady was a...
Well, if you didn't want your shit to get thrown out, why didn't you just take it with you? I mean, y'all had, I think they started with 2 different cars.
Oh, a bitch. Right? And I like, the other lady, the maid, not the one that made the video, but the other maid, right? So then I was like, I hope they don't throw our stuff, right? I was just like hoping at least our stuff would be safe. We go to the office to pay, and the nice lady's working, and I was like, thank God, maybe we'll get our room back. She's like, no, we had to put you on do not rent. They put you on a do not rent list because...
I mean, honestly, after seeing those pictures, I get it. I absolutely get it. That's gross. That's a biohazard. Y'all were attracting roaches.
Corporate said, we're having issues with you paying rent, which was only twice. Mind you, the first time she said that she made some calls because something wasn't right. And then she said, we paid for 2 days. So then I was like, okay. So then after that, my brother said, well, we have stuff in there. Can we get our stuff? And I was like, sure. Okay, whatever. You know, let me get, sorry. So then I was like, she let us get our stuff and she said, I'll let you guys get your stuff. And, you know, basically that's what we did. We got our stuff. And it literally just sucks
because you didn't get your own way? I think that's why it sucks.
It's just like, that lady is the main cause.
Tophia, you are the main cause. Because Roachchu's working, if you had a job also, not TikTok, not the internet, not social media, like an actual job where you have actually assigned hours and you can expect a paycheck. If you'd had one of those, y'all would have been fine.
So because of her, and I know it was her because she's the one who was rude. She's been rude. She said, I'm not going to kick you guys out over social media, whatever.
So then that means she kicked you out because you're nasty. She always tells on herself.
I'm just so frustrated because it puts my family in that position. She, the other maid, as another maid, should have not posted that video. There was no reason for her to tell my business and lie and try to make it seem as if, oh, they didn't pay.
Well, she didn't lie. Whether you got kicked out for not paying the rent or whether you got kicked out for being nasty, I mean, either of those would track for you, Tophia.
The rent because she didn't get paid from TikTok. She doesn't know anything of what we told this other lady that works in the office. I am so freaking sick and tired of having to deal with people like that. And I just felt the need to come on and explain myself because I'm so frustrated. It pisses me off. So yeah, there's a lot more. Whenever I'm able to go live and explain everything, I will explain everything. But yeah, that's not good. I need to address this because this needs to be said. I'm running errands and I don't need any.
Ooh, yikes. Listen, I have PCOS also. The struggle is real, but you know what really helped me, Tophia? Losing a bunch of weight. Truly. I know, like you've said that you have PCOS, you're definitely insulin resistant because as much as I could believe that's all dirt around your neck, I think it's discoloration from prediabetes or diabetes. So I'm gonna guess your ass has insulin resistance. Girl, get it together.
I don't want to be thinking I'm sleeping out of my car. First of all, the maid had no rights to share any of my personal and private business, and it would be in her best interest not to respond to comments in her page because she's going to incriminate herself and lose her job. I got several videos I am sending over to corporate, and I'm going to make a call to let them know that she is putting my business out there. She's a maid.
I'm just waiting for her to say she's gonna sue.
So she should not be telling anybody anything. Second of all, I did not talk about the maid. And if she sees this video, I didn't talk about you. I don't know you personally. You don't know me personally. Just because I'm a public figure doesn't give you the right to go and tell everyone my business because you don't know.
Girl, you're telling everyone your business. Shut up.
What I was going through or what I was struggling with online. You put my family in danger. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm not incriminating myself to get in trouble. And I'm sending this video to your job and your corporate. And I'm also, if it doesn't work,
She's like the megala Karen. The stinkiest Karen in the West, right here.
reporting you to the police. I'm going to make a police report and let them know that and see what I can do about having those videos taken down because
Nothing, because she didn't lie about you, so you can't take her to civil court and sue for slander. Yeah, it would be slander because it was spoken. But you can't take her to civil court. She didn't do anything criminal, so shut the fuck up and get your life together.
you don't know anything about me. I am not the only sole winner, or not breadwinner, but the sole person that helps pay bills. And I'm not going to tell people my brother's business because no one needs to know where he works, if he works, or anything because
We already know he works because you told us. That was you.
for protection and safety purposes. That's why I didn't tell people why I was leaving. And for you to come online and act like as if I was creating a sob story, I was keeping myself quiet for a reason because I didn't want people to follow me and find out where I live, which now you have put my family.
Tophia, ain't nobody want to follow you, girl. Squid said that y'all are pooping around the car. That's gross. Nobody wants to get near that. All right, we will observe from a distance. Thank you.
In danger. Thank you very much. I did not say anything about made with weird piercings. I have my live streams fully recorded. You are not going to sit
And now Tophia wants a nose piercing.
here and lie and say I talk about people that I live at. Why would I talk about the maids when I don't know them personally? She was nice. She came to our door.
See, even my cat's screaming. He doesn't believe your bullshit. He's fine. I had to kick him out of the office because he was being a fucking menace. He's mad because the door is closed.
And gave us our bedding. I didn't say anything rude about you. So don't listen to these trolls. And I would suggest the best advice, since maybe you don't want to take advice from me, is to take down those videos and stop responding to people before you lose your job. Because that is a second video that I have to send.
Tophia, it's wild that you're talking down to her as someone who has had a job for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and you got fired because you're stanky.
To your corporate office to get you fired because you wanted to come online and spew my business. I hate when people love to do things for views and kick people while they're down. You don't know my...
I mean, those are two separate things, I think. And kicking people while they're down, Tophia, you are the anchor dragging your family down. That's you. You are the ball and chain. Okay? Okay.
Situation. You don't know why I couldn't pay my bills. And it wasn't just because of TikTok. If I would have had the money, I could have helped my brother pick up where he couldn't pick up.
Why was your brother solely responsible for paying the rent for 3 adults? How come? 2 of them can work. Marie, sure, Marie's off the hook. She has a lot of health issues, I get it. But Tophia, you need to get a job.
I don't have to tell people what's going on in my personal life. And you just
No, you don't, but you do it anyway. Oh my God.
plastered it everywhere because you wanted some sort of 15 seconds of fame. Well, you're going to get your 15 seconds of fame. Was it worth it to lose your job? And I don't care if anyone comments in my comment section and defends that lady. Let me tell you something. If you're defending someone,
She's so mad.
spewing my business out there, people are literally calling her out. People have said that I can get a lawyer, and I've actually
Who are these people, Tophia? Are these people in the room with us right now? Tophia, are you people?
had people reach out to help me get a lawyer. So I would suggest, in your best advice, if you see this video, take those videos down. And even if you do, I still have the videos. So it's already too late for you. You should have
Okay, you told her that it's too late for her, so she might as well just leave them up. Damage is done.
never put my family in danger because you don't know the situation. You was not there when my brother had to talk to the lady about paying rent. You don't know our personal business. You and your little friend needs to stop being rude to people that live there.
I don't think they were rude to you, Tophia. I think they told you to get your ass out because you didn't pay your rent. That's not rude. That's just you pay rent so you can live there. If you don't pay rent, then you can't live there. It's not hard.
And you need to tell your friend to be a little nicer and stop acting like she's the manager when she's not. She's a maid. And what do maids do? Clean rooms. So I suggest you should be cleaning rooms instead of
Tophia,
being...
you should be cleaning rooms. Your own, mostly. Have you ever cleaned anything in your life? Do you know what a broom looks like?
short-staffed and leaving nasty rooms for people to live in with roaches, okay? Because our room had doors to it in it, which I couldn't even take a picture. I didn't even take a picture because I was like, you know what? I'll just suffer through this. The back
You'll just suffer through this? God damn.
of our door was chewed by someone else whose dogs was there. Their lights were falling off. They had overhead lights over our beds. They were literally broken. On top of that, our electricity plug blew up. Our refrigerator was not fixed for a whole month.
A whole month or a whole months? You gotta enunciate, Tophia. And I'm gonna guess that your shit was broken and you didn't bother to call maintenance because you didn't want anyone in your room because you knew you were a nasty ass.
We did not have our refrigerator fixed. And when we told them it was broken, they didn't fix it. My mom had to defrost the refrigerator and it thankfully ran again. We had to shove all of our stuff in the freezer because we didn't have a refrigerator. Everything was going bad. On top of that...
That's because you just leave food in the fridge forever. You leave it there for like archaeologists to discover in 1,000 years. Because you're nasty.
Everything was damaged. Their countertop, the part where the countertops are, was coming apart because whoever was there damaged the room. And mind you,
it was you. It was you, dude.
The lady that worked there before can vouch because she was disgusted when she saw what room we got. She was looking around the room in disgust because she couldn't believe this is the room we were given.
Are you sure she didn't just smell y'all?
On top of that, someone punched a hole in the closet door by the kitchen, was punched by someone else. That room was nasty. And we literally...
Yeah, because y'all lived in it.
We sacrificed to stay there because we didn't want to move from room to room. And I am tired of these people not... There's only 2 maids that clean the whole building. If you look at the building, how big it is for 2 maids, and people quit. And you wonder why people quit. This is 5 minutes
Tophia, again, what's your job history looking like?
long, and I'm just gonna end it here. But if I was you, I would advise you to take down your video before it makes it worse and you incriminate yourself. Anyways, I've got stuff I gotta do. I have important things that I gotta do. Have a good day.
Important things. Alrighty, y'all. Well, I'm gonna end it there. I just kind of wanted to try something a little different and see how it goes. I thought it was pretty fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I really appreciate you. If you would please consider leaving me a comment. It can just be something silly like an emoji. Tell me what you're doing today. Tell me what you're dreading the most this week. Anything, really. I'm not picky. I really appreciate y'all. Please consider liking and subscribing as well. And other than that, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.